We begin the session with the MCQs for quiz 11. If you have any doubt or a question, you can ask. Otherwise, if you don't have a doubt, I will just mention the answer. Question number 1, the first MCQ, any doubt? Anyone having a doubt or question? The first one, the correct answer for this one is B. When you work out bond breaking and bond forming, the final answer will be minus 120. That's why B will be the correct answer for this. Question 2. Any doubt in question 2? The correct answer for this one is C. For any question, if you need explanation, I'll explain as well. If you don't have a doubt, I will just let you know the answer. Question 3, any doubt? The correct answer for the question 3 is D. Question 4, which row describe an endothermic reaction? So endothermic reaction means reactant have less energy and the product will have more energy. So the correct answer for this one is B. Question 2, if it is an exothermic reaction, what will happen? The temperature will increase to the cell for like it releases energy. The question is which row describe the change that occur in endothermic reaction? If the reaction is exothermic, so before the experiment, let's say the temperature is 20 degrees. But as the reaction happens, it releases the energy. So that energy is absorbed by the particles. As a result, what will happen? The temperature will increase. So if the temperature increase, it means the reaction is exothermic reaction. In exothermic reaction, the temperature of the mixture increases. In endothermic reaction, what will happen? The particles, the reactant particles take energy from the surrounding. So when the reactant particle take energy from the surrounding, like example, let's say there's a container and these are the red dots are representing the reactant particles. So it is at 20 degrees. Now what will happen in endothermic reaction? The reactant particle absorb energy. So from where they will get energy? They get energy from the surrounding, like their surrounding molecules. So as a result, what will happen to the temperature of the mixture or the surrounding? That will decrease. So in endothermic reaction, the temperature will decrease, where in exothermic reaction, the temperature will increase. Question 5, any doubt? The correct answer for this one is B. Because exothermic reaction, more energy is released and absorbed. So the reaction will be categorized as exothermic. Question 6. Which statement about the fuel is correct? Hydrogen is used as a fuel, although it is difficult to store. Because in a fuel cell, the main limitation of using a fuel cell is a storage problem for hydrogen. Like it's difficult to store. The next is which energy level diagram represent a complete combustion? It's an exothermic reaction. In exothermic reaction, the reactant should have more energy and the product should have less energy. So this is wrong. Even the positions are wrong. Product is written here and the reactants are written here. Here reactants and the product, but because for endothermic reaction, reactant have less energy and the product is having more energy. Here the mistake, the product is written wrong because in place of reactant they wrote product. Here we have the reactant have high energy and the product is having low energy, and the arrow will point downward for this change. Question 6. The correct answer for this one is B. Because which statement about the fuels is correct? Heat energy is only produced when we are burning a fuel. It's not only the heat energy, there are different forms of energy it produces, not only the heat. So that's why this is not a complete statement. Hydrogen is used as a fuel. Hydrogen is used as a fuel, but it is difficult to store hydrogen. So B is the right statement. And methane is a good fuel because it is produce only water. That's wrong because methane is a hydrocarbon. When we burn hydrocarbon, it produces carbon dioxide and water. So that's wrong. And uranium is burned. Uranium is not a normal fuel. It is a nuclear fuel. And we don't burn the nuclear fuel. How it is done is like we carry out a nuclear fission, break down the heavy into lighter by a nuclear fission and releases the energy. Question 8. Any doubts? The correct answer for this one is A. So in endothermic reaction, the temperature will decrease, where exothermic reaction, the temperature will increase. Which substance does not require oxygen? So it does not require oxygen to produce the energy. So uranium, because we don't burn uranium, we break down a nuclear fission, cause a breakdown of a heavy nucleus into a lighter. Question 10, any doubt? The correct answer for this one is B. Question 11. The correct answer for this one is C. For any question, if you need explanation, I'll also explain. If you don't have a doubt, I will just let you know the answer. Question 12. Which arrow on the energy level diagram shows the overall energy chain in endothermic reaction? So when we draw an arrow from reactant till the product, that is enthalpy change, or B will be the right answer. So question 12B is the right answer. So this was a MCQ's Pop Quiz 11.